Angel says, dear child, stop everything you're doing right now. You have only 30 minutes to prepare for what's about to be revealed. God has sent me with an urgent message that cannot wait. Those strange feelings you've been experiencing, those unexplainable moments of clarity, those sudden tears of joy, they weren't random. They were aftershocks of a divine encounter. This isn't just spiritual imagination. You actually met God, face to face, spirit to spirit. But the magnitude of this encounter was so overwhelming that your conscious mind has been processing it slowly, in fragments, in whispers. The divine presence was too powerful to absorb all at once. The spiritual realm is in celebration mode right now. Your guardian angels have been carefully preserving the memory of this encounter, waiting for the perfect moment when you're ready to fully remember. That moment has arrived, and every minute counts in your preparation. I can see the evidence all around you, in the synchronicities that have been appearing, in the dreams that felt different, in the sudden knowing that came without explanation. These weren't coincidences. They were breadcrumbs leading you back to the memory of that sacred meeting. Your life has already been transformed by this encounter, even though you haven't fully recognized it yet. What appears as recent coincidence has actually been divine orchestration. But forces of doubt and distraction have been working overtime to keep you from remembering this life-changing meeting. Like this video and type 911 to receive God's revelation about your divine encounter. Angel says, dear child, now I must tell you why recognizing this divine encounter is so critically important. With less than 25 minutes remaining, you need to understand exactly what's at stake if this memory remains hidden from your conscious awareness. This wasn't an ordinary spiritual moment. When God chose to meet with you, a divine covenant was established. Sacred promises were exchanged. Divine purpose was activated in your spiritual DNA. But until you consciously acknowledge this encounter, these gifts remain partially dormant, these purposes partially fulfilled. The divine realm has been protecting this memory until you were spiritually ready to receive it fully. I can see how carefully your guardian angels have preserved every detail, every word spoken, every divine gesture. They've been waiting for this precise moment when your spirit is strong enough to embrace the full magnitude of what happened. Forces of doubt and distraction have been working relentlessly to keep this memory buried. They know that once you fully remember this divine encounter, their influence over your life will be permanently diminished. They've been creating noise to drown out the whispers of remembrance, generating busyness to prevent quiet reflection, promoting skepticism to counter spiritual certainty. What makes this moment so crucial is the divine timing. Celestial alignments are creating a perfect window for remembrance. Spiritual veils are thinning. Divine light is intensifying. The conditions for full recall of this sacred meeting will never be more favorable than they are right now. But here's what gives me hope: I can see sparks of recognition already igniting in your spirit. Fragments of memory are already trying to surface. The divine fingerprints on your soul are becoming increasingly visible. Like this video and type 222 to unlock the full memory of your divine encounter. Angel says, dear child, with just 20 minutes remaining, I must reveal the signs that prove you truly met with God. These divine markers have been hiding in plain sight, waiting for you to connect them into the complete picture of your extraordinary encounter. Remember that unexplainable moment when time seemed to stand still? When everything around you paused and a profound peace washed over you. That wasn't random emotional state. That was the aftermath of standing in the presence of the divine, where time operates differently. Your body was remembering what your mind couldn't yet process. The sudden instances of knowing things you shouldn't know, information about strangers, insights about situations, solutions to problems, these weren't lucky guesses. During your encounter, divine knowledge was imparted to your spirit. What flows through now are droplets from that ocean of wisdom you were immersed in. God has shown me how your dreams have changed since the encounter. The vivid colors, the clear messages, the lingering feelings upon waking, these are echoes of divine communication. Your sleeping mind has been processing what your waking mind wasn't ready to accept. Notice how certain places now draw you in, how specific songs suddenly move you to tears, how particular scents trigger profound peace. These aren't random preferences. They're sensory keys unlocking fragments of your divine meeting. Your body remembers what your mind is still assembling. Your guardian angels have been collecting these signs, preserving these markers, protecting these breadcrumbs along your path of remembrance. They've been ensuring that when the time was right, you would have irrefutable evidence of your divine encounter. Like this video and type 333 to reveal more divine signs you've been missing. Angel says, dear child, with just 15 minutes remaining, we must activate the complete memory of your divine encounter. This spiritual recollection is ready to surface fully in your consciousness, bringing with it the transformative power of that sacred meeting. God has dispatched specialized angels of remembrance to your spiritual field. These are angels of divine recall, angels of sacred memory, angels of spiritual awakening. They're positioning themselves around your mind and heart, creating the perfect conditions for this memory to emerge completely. I can see the exact moment when it happened. You were in that place that felt somehow different, where the air seemed charged with something you couldn't name. There was a quality of light that wasn't quite normal, perhaps softer, perhaps more golden, perhaps simply more alive. You felt both completely alone yet profoundly accompanied. Your guardian angel is now removing the protective veil that was placed over this memory. This shield was created out of divine love, knowing that the full intensity of the encounter would have been too overwhelming to process all at once. Now that you're spiritually prepared, this veil is being gently lifted. As this memory activates, you might feel a sudden warmth spreading through your body, a gentle tingling at the crown of your head, a profound sense of recognition in your heart. These are signs that divine recall is taking effect, bringing forward what has been waiting beneath the surface. The specific words that were spoken, the unique way love was expressed, the personal promises that were made, all of these details are now being restored to your conscious awareness. Like this video and type 444 to activate your complete divine memory. Angel says, dear child, with divine memory activation in process and only 10 minutes remaining, God is revealing the exact strategy you need to follow as this sacred encounter becomes fully conscious. These divine instructions will guide your integration of this profound spiritual experience. First, you must create space for the full memory to emerge. Set aside quiet time within the next 24 hours where you won't be interrupted. Your initial response creates the foundation for everything that follows. Find a peaceful environment, remove distractions, and allow your guardian angels to complete the memory activation in perfect divine timing. When the complete memory surfaces, resist the urge to immediately share it with others. God's angels will be helping you process this experience, distinguishing between what is meant for you alone and what may eventually be shared. Some aspects of this encounter were deeply personal, sacred exchanges between you and the divine that require private integration first. There are specific practices that will strengthen this reawakened connection. Spend time in meditative silence, journal the details as they emerge, and return to the physical location of the encounter if possible. These actions create a bridge between the spiritual experience and your daily reality, helping to anchor the divine presence in your conscious awareness. Most importantly, prepare for moments of doubt that will naturally arise. The human mind often struggles to accept divine encounters, trying to rationalize or minimize them. When doubt surfaces, return to the physical sensations you experienced, the specific details that couldn't be invented, the synchronicities that followed the meeting. These tangible anchors will help stabilize your certainty. Like this video and type 555 to receive this divine integration strategy. Angel says, dear child, with just 5 minutes remaining, God is revealing the divine timeline for how this remembered encounter will unfold its purpose in your life. What begins as personal revelation will gradually expand into your spiritual calling and mission. The divine light of purpose is already illuminating the path ahead. I can see it revealing specific assignments, divine connections, and spiritual gifts that were activated during your encounter with God. What seemed dormant before will now begin to manifest with undeniable clarity. Your guardian angels are already preparing the divine timeline for your spiritual unfolding. I can see it developing in 3 distinct phases. The first phase brings personal transformation and healing. The second phase develops your spiritual gifts and abilities. The third phase connects you with others for collective divine purpose. God wants you to know that this unfolding doesn't happen overnight. It develops according to divine timing, preparation by preparation, revelation by revelation. What begins today will set in motion a process of spiritual awakening that continues for months and years to come. I can see divine light surrounding specific dates in your near future, moments when new abilities will suddenly activate, divine connections with specific people will form, unexpected opportunities for spiritual service will appear. These moments are already marked in your spiritual calendar, already being prepared as stepping stones on your divine path. Like this video and type 666 to activate this divine purpose timeline. Angel says, dear child, with just 2 minutes remaining before full recall, God is revealing how this remembered divine encounter will transform your identity and activate your spiritual mission. What begins as a personal memory will ultimately reshape your entire understanding of why you're here. I can see divine energy already beginning to reactivate dormant spiritual gifts within you. What was planted during that encounter is now ready to blossom. What was whispered to your spirit is now ready to be heard. What was promised is now beginning its fulfillment in your daily reality. This transformation won't happen all at once, it will unfold in sacred stages, each revealing another aspect of your divine purpose. The initial remembering establishes what was always true. The middle awakening develops what was always possible. The final embodiment expresses what was always intended. Your guardian angels are already weaving connections to others who will recognize the divine light within you. I can see them preparing divine appointments, synchronized meetings, providential relationships that will form your spiritual community. You are not meant to walk this awakened path alone. The divine realm specializes in perfect timing, in bringing together the prepared person and the prepared purpose at exactly the right moment. This remembered encounter, though it may have happened in the past, was always scheduled to activate in your consciousness now, when both you and the world are ready for what will flow through you. Like this video and type 777 to activate your divine mission. Angel says, dear child, as full remembrance dawns, God is establishing a permanent conscious connection between your daily awareness and your divine encounter. This bridge between realms will remain open, allowing continuous divine guidance to flow into your life. Heavenly wisdom operates differently than human understanding. It sees beyond immediate circumstances to eternal purposes, connects seemingly unrelated events into divine patterns, and reveals meaning where others see only coincidence. Your guardian angels are now anchoring this perspective in your consciousness, allowing you to recognize divine orchestration in your daily life. I can see the permanent changes already forming in your spiritual field. What was once an extraordinary moment is becoming an ongoing relationship. What was a single divine encounter is transforming into a continuous divine conversation. Your ability to perceive spiritual reality is being permanently enhanced. God wants you to understand that this activation includes responsibility. The light recognized must become light shared. The wisdom received must become wisdom lived. The love experienced must become love expressed. But this responsibility comes with continuous divine support that makes all things possible. Feel the divine presence surrounding you completely now. Your guardian angels have created a permanent channel of communication between you and the divine, a sacred connection where guidance flows freely and prayer receives immediate response. This activation doesn't separate you from ordinary life but rather reveals the extraordinary within the ordinary. Like this video and type 888 to seal this divine